Hi there, it's Ginny again. Today I'd like to show you something I've been working on recently, which took me actually quite a long time, but it was a lot of fun to make. It's a journal that I've made for a friend of mine, but it's a writing journal. So because she's not into doing art or crafts or anything like that, but she really liked the journals that I make and asked me would I make her one a very long time ago, and I actually forgot. So just recently, because I write lots of things down, I went through my list of things to do and found that I still hadn't made her this journal. So I've done it now and I'm going to send it to her, and she's not expecting it at the moment, so it'll arrive to her as a nice surprise, I hope. This idea for the cover is not mine. This originated from an idea and a video that was made by Yolanda, and I've forgotten her last name, sorry, but she's on YouTube as Yoli Bean, and she showed some junk journals that she'd made, and I absolutely loved the covers. So I'll show you if you can see that, hopefully. This the cover is actually made from an envelope, a large postage envelope that you can see because it has the opening to the pocket in the back. And what she did and what I did to follow along is you just have the envelope out flat, you cover it with some sewing pattern tissue, and then you decorate it in whatever way you want to. She did hers with some stamping, some what are they? Just circles cut out of text, book text, and a fair few other things. And she used a Prima Doll stamp on hers, and I don't have that, so I tried to draw a free-form sort of similarity to hers. I know mine's really wonky and out of proportion, but I still like the way she turned out, and I added a face to her, whereas the Prima Dolls don't have faces on them. Yeah, I did a lot of stamping, a little bit of stenciling. I made a butterfly and put that on, decorated that with some, what's that called, that you use in scrapbooking? Dead brain, sorry, you know what I mean, the special papers you use for scrapbooking. Yeah, and then, which was also Yoli Bean's idea, which I love because it holds it together really well, is stitching all the way around the edge of the book on the sewing machine. It's bound in the centre with, first of all you put down some tape to make it more secure, and I'll open it up in the centre so you can see better, hopefully. Sorry, I'm not real great at explaining things, and there'll be a lot of ums. Yes, so, and then I put these little bits of material and lace and whatever else, ribbon, as a decoration. I made a little tag that hangs off it that just has a bit of decoration on it, and it has the year that I made the journal, 2015. This was a clothing tag that I just painted over and repurposed. This is a ribbon and a bell from the rabbits that you get at Easter time, the lint bunnies, which her favourite colour is, or colours are, red and orange, so I tried to include as much red and orange as I could in the book. On the back I've done the same as the front with the stenciling, the tissue paper and all of that, and stamping. And I did a quote, I'll come back to the front. I did a quote on here which says, she reads books as one would breathe air to fill up and live, and which is true of my friend. She just reads like crazy. She loves reading, and she'll read anything and everything. So I made some sort of things that look like books out of cardboard, joined them together with some baker's twine, and just made up little books. Like there's a cupcake cookbook, a book of roses, the big book of crochet, dictionary, and as a joke I wrote on the cover, my life as a fish. She'll get a bit of a laugh out of that. Yeah, back to the front, I did the quote here, she turned her can'ts into cans and her dreams into plans. And I did the little decorative letters spelling out Dear Diary, which I know is exactly the same as what Yoli Bean did, but I really loved it, and I thought, well, I'm not selling this or doing anything else, and I'm not passing this off as my own creation. This is definitely her initial baby. And what I did with these is I stamped them just on some computer paper, and then I had to go at embossing with the clear ink and then the embossing powder, and that was a bit of a adventure because the first time I'd done it, and I found it a bit tricky trying to get it to melt properly and hold this shape. Some of it discoloured a little bit and went a bit yellowish, but it's still not too bad, I suppose. So that's the cover. And I added for the closure, I added a ribbon that I had in my ribbon box that had come from a previous gift from someone, and that one on there has beautiful butterflies, and it says, it's been said that something seemingly insignificant like that of a butterfly flapping its wings may cause a ripple effect that can take you on new adventures beyond your wildest dreams. Be as free as a butterfly, say yes instead of no, and go with the ripples. I thought that was really lovely, and I just made a little tinkly charm thing out of bits and pieces that I had. Got a paper bead that I made in there in between some jewellery bits. Not real good at explaining things. Yeah, so bits and pieces, a little butterfly that I got off a bracelet, and I know she'll like that. She likes little tinkly things. So this is the inside of the book. Same with the inside of the cover, only probably less stamping and stenciling and doodads. And then, oops, I wrote in there, just saying to her that I hoped that she liked what I'd made for her, and I decorated that with some butterflies, which she also loves. Some punching of little angels. And I'll just do a quick flip through because you don't want to sit here hours looking at everything I've done, I assume. I just decorated the edges with scrapbook paper, for want of a better word. My camera keeps switching itself off, so I have to keep pausing, turning it back on. I don't know why it does that. It's actually my daughter's old camera, so I'm still learning how to use it, and this is the first time I've been making videos, so I'm a real newbie. I made some tags to put in there that she could either use as little gift tags if she wanted to, or maybe write some things on there about what she's done in her journal. I've left some blank pages so that she can put photos or pictures or whatever she'd like to do. I used some doilies, those are little corner pockets. More edging, more blank pages. God, I'm really not that great at recording, so I'm really hoping you can see this alright. I suppose I'll find out when I have a look at it. There's some more pocket with little, like a little journaling tag, so she can write little things on there. I made these little paper clips out of wire. Can you see that or not? Just do that for a bit of fun. It's nothing special really. It's actually wire that my husband got from the hardware store, so I don't have access to any crafting wire at the moment. So that's what I use. I just improvise and use whatever I can find, and I like doing that. Some more little tags that I just punched flower and butterfly into. Let's go quickly. Some more little journaling tags. Yeah, so I made 3 signatures, and it took me quite a long time. I do that while I'm watching videos that everyone else has made, and they're my company while I often stay up very late and work. I like working late at night because the house is quiet and I can just totally focus on what I'm doing and enjoy myself without being interrupted. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other of you creators do the same thing. You know, tags I stamped on, not stamped, stenciled onto, if I could find my words. So yeah, that's my little book. There's some more of those wire things with little punch outs put on them, and they're little, I use them as little paper clips. They're really easy to make and a bit of fun, add something different. On each of the I think it's just random, I punched out things along the edge of the paper. Some maple leaves, not maple leaves, some leaves I cut in half and did some little angels on there. Dragonflies down the edge. Another paper clip holding some little tags. And some of that, ooh, really glittery paper. I really like that. I have a drawer full of paper and a few other things that a friend of mine gave to me. Her sister worked in a shop where you can buy craft things, what's that called? And they closed down, and so they had all of this stuff left over that they were getting rid of. So her sister gave a whole bunch of boxes of this stuff to her, and she ended up giving me a lot of it too. So I was so grateful. I never had anything like that before, and she even set me up an album with outlays in it on how to do scrapbooking. And so of course a lot of these items were for scrapbooking, and just overwhelmed with how generous she was, how much she gave me. And you know what? Apart from doing this, it sat in the drawer. I haven't touched it. Because like a lot of us do, you tend to hoard them in case you use them up and then you won't have them anymore. I really got to force myself to use things, because that's what they're there for, right? There's another tag. I don't remember I did that. I put some little jewelry things on there, bling things. Oops, that one's stuck. More tags with dragonflies on them. More clips. And the last signature. Of course, not knowing how this video is turning out or not, I could be sitting here wasting my time. But I'll try. Butterfly cutouts. Trying to get the lighting right in here because I'm in my craft room and it's very dark. It's a really grey, dark winter's day anyway, so it doesn't help things. But I've got the curtain pulled back to get as much daylight as I can in here, and I've got a lamp on, and I've got the room light on, and to me it doesn't look too bad, but I could be wrong. Being a newbie to this video making, it's all a bit of experimenting for me at the moment, really. And there's some more little taggy things. So that's the book I made, and this is the inside cover. And what I did was I left the flap there so she could open up and put things in. But what I've also done is I've put in the back here for her some extra little tags and cutouts for her in case she wanted to do something on the plain pages and decorate it herself. So yeah, that's the book I made. Thank you very much to Yoli Bean for her great video on how she did this, and I will put the link to her video in the description box down below so you can see for yourself. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon with another video. Bye for now.